got a bad batch of shrooms. It had nothing to do with the...
Damn it! Oh, man, I'm sorry.
What? It's okay. I'm glad you think it's funny. I'm gonna tell you one more time, we are not spending another $50 on some stupid curse.
A body fell from the sky.
Paul got a bad batch of shrooms that had nothing to do with the curse. Everyone knows you don't take psychedelics above the second floor. Poor amateur bastard.
Oh, I know. Is it because you...
We did everything. Ole, can you give us some privacy?
What? I can't be in the ladies' room. I can't be in the kitchen.
So, did you?
No.
Well, did you?
No.
Well, did you at least?
Oh, God, no.
Well, what did you do? Water a plant together?
We had sex. Last night and today. That's a big thing for me.
Off the top of my giant head, I'm thinking sticky buns. Deek's Dark sticky buns.
We're talking about desserts, not what's going on in your pants.
Do this, girl. Okay, Max, let's get to it. We have to decide what we're each gonna make for our pastry school homework.
Or true to form, I'll blow it off, beat you up, and take yours.
Off the top of my giant head, I'm thinking sticky buns. Deek's Dark sticky buns.
We're talking about dessert, not what's going on in your pants.
Well, I would have baked brownies until I remembered I smoked all the ingredients.
Oh, my God. Guess who texted me again?
Dame Judi Dench? Dame Jude's texts me all the time. She's thirsty.
More like, damn, Judi Dench.
Babies that at this age are supposed to laugh. It's getting me kind of worried. What if she has no idea what's funny? You know, like a Netflix.
You're like, they don't know I'm messing up, but we know.
Don't interrupt me. You girls think I'm funny, right?
You married Oleg, so you have a sense of humor.
I don't get it. I'm trying to make Barbara laugh, but you know what? I'm like Leno at 10 o'clock. You know, I'm getting nothing. See? Crickets.
Have you tried any Got Your Nose material? Always makes Caroline laugh.
Stop! Give me back my nose!
You know what? That's really not funny. You know what they say? That babies that are this age are supposed to laugh, and that gets me really worried. 'Cause what if Barbara has no idea what's funny? Like a Netflix comedy.
Narcos is pretty funny, but I guess you had to be there.
Wait a minute. I got something. Ah, she doesn't even like fart jokes.
Neither do we.
Speak for yourself.
So you're telling me you're just gonna keep doing what you want, no matter how much I try to control you?
Yeah.
That is so
Hey, how's it going so far, babe?
Andy, what are you doing? I told you to come back in a suit.
Yeah, I know, but I like what I'm wearing.
So you're telling me you'll just go and do what you want, no matter how much I try to control you?
Yeah.
That is so freaking hot.
There was no house. Her Polish contractor ripped off.
I'm really reacting like
I know. Come on, listen. When Sophie went to see her new house, there was no house. Her Polish contractor ripped off her money.
Poor Sophie. I feel terrible. I know what it feels like to be ripped off. I once bought a Fendi purse, but when I looked inside, it said Rendy. It's like in True Blood. The vampires can't enter unless you invite them in. I just touched her.
I know you did.
Let me try that again. I totally was like,
You just did it again. You can't help yourself.
like that.
What is the problem? This is all good news. Sophie and Oleg are in love.
Yeah, and they'll be in love on our stairs, in our hallway, and on every surface of the laundry room. What do you know about love anyway, Christian single?
I know Jesus has a girl for me. He has to. I'm $400 deep into that damn website.
Look, we just make a pact that no matter what happens upstairs or on the stairs or in the laundry room, we don't invite it into our apartment.
That's harsh, honey.
Was I supposed to say pedicures?
He's upset. Come on, Rita, you do this for a living.
I know.
A vintage Teddy Ruxpin is worth like $500. And my mom works, so she has to buy my love.
One more word, and I'm taking away spa day.
That's harsh, honey.
He's obsessed with the 90s.
But you weren't even born.
I know. I blame her. She couldn't find a man so late in life.
There go the pedicures.
There go my sandals.
As much as I love watching Will and Grace, this guy's not for sale. I'm sending him back to my mother's place, which according to the Rhode Island Parole Office is a cardboard shanty town outside of Big Lots.
Well, here's my card, and let's face it, you look like you could use $500.
So bitchy, love him.
Then maybe it's okay to not watch Barbara 24/8. Well, in Poland, we get the extra day.
I still have a line, but you should go.
Sophie, where's the baby?
Oh, she's with the babysitter. Some perverted SOB stole my Sophie doll. I realized that it's okay not to watch baby Barbara for 24/8. In Poland, we get the extra day for dredging the lakes.
Why don't you go get us a table, Sophie? And the chance of getting that doll back, I really underestimated how strong my feelings for it were.
I know. I was the one who walked in on you brushing her hair.
And I was the one who asked you not to repeat that. I can't remember.
I can't remember if this reminds me of an old Heist movie I actually saw, the Hot Bunker.
Oh, my God!
I can't remember if this reminds me of an old Heist movie I saw or an old Heist I actually participated in.
Jesus. Come on.
Do you think waitresses did this to me when I had money?
Only if you had an attitude. So
that's a yes.
I can't remember if this reminds me of an old Heist movie I saw or an old Heist I actually participated in.
I know. We're like Ocean's 7-Eleven. Plus, if you do that outside our apartment, you'll be shot.
Okay.
By me. I was holding for the giant laugh,
It
Ryan.
was huge. I could play a song for her outside of her apartment, but keep in mind how hard it is to find a boombox in 2012.
Yeah, plus if you do that outside our apartment, you'll be shot. By me.
Okay. What about sharing cocoa and a hot dog on the ice rink in Central Park?
Yep, that's it. Makes me want to take my head off and throw it into the street.
Max, we should really get over to the dessert. Yeah, do that again.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
The dessert bar.
Max, we should really get over to the dessert bar.
Hold on.
That was so slow. Max, we should really get over to the dessert bar. Oh my God.
It's hard. I know. It's hard.
Max, we should really get over to the dessert. Oh my God.
Stop thinking about it.
Okay. Max, we should really get over to the dessert bar. Max, we should really get over to the dessert bar. Max, we should get over to the dessert bar. The dessert. I'm gonna just slow it down. Max, we should really get over to the dessert bar. Max, we should really get over to the dessert bar. Bobby's on his way to look at those gorgeous sconces I am very unhappy with.
Why do you have to use the dessert bar as an excuse to see him? If you like it, why don't you just say, hey, you're cute, wanna see my horse?
Because a lady waits for a gentleman to ask to see her horse.
I don't know what ladies you're hanging out with.
Apparently none.
Well, even though Sophie and I are getting back together, we wanted to make it special and hold off on the that's give me one more shot at this guy. I've got it!
So why are you trying out the fancy mesh tonight?
Well, even though Sophie and I are getting back together, we wanted to make it special and hold off on the sexual part of the relationship until tonight.
That is so sweet.
I know. I haven't even masturbated since right before I came in here.
We'll ask Oleg.
It feels so dirty.
Stop, we showered at Sophie and Oleg's.
That's why I feel dirty. There was a rubber ducky in there who looked like he'd seen some really messed up stuff.
Look, we will do what we always do when we need a new appliance or a fishnet body stocking. We'll ask Oleg.
Did somebody say fishnet body stocking?
Don't decide yet, girls. You haven't even heard the cute name. Sophie Kachich.
Sophie's business is genius. You know how a bunch of ladies got their down there hair permanently lasered off?
Yeah, that's when your waxer gives you a Michael Chiklis.
Well, Sophie's offering a product that puts grass back on your field.
That's not a business. That's nobody's business.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. I just throw a scrunchie on mine and go.
Hey, there's a need for this. Sometimes in the fog, my plane gets lost without a landing strip.
We're out.
Well, don't decide yet, girls. You haven't even heard the cute little name. Sophie Kaczynski's vagina wigs.
Yeah, we're really out.
How dare you?
You want to do that again?
No, I like it. Are you the acting police? One more time for Beth.
Well, in the off chance you do want to contact your father, I used my amazing jigsaw puzzle talents to put his number back together. I was runner-up in Jigsaw Palooza 2003.
Oh my God, thank you, Caroline, for letting me rip this up again.
You know, I hate to say this, but Han's not wrong.
How dare you?
Let me finish. Maybe you do have some intimacy issues. I mean, you haven't really dated anyone since Randy, and I still don't have a key to our apartment.
I gave you that screwdriver, it works.
Isn't there a line
I
coming
was.
in?
They love it so much. I couldn't interrupt to laugh.
We can do this all night.
My gorgeous, beautiful, sexy baby boy.
He didn't tell us she was blind.
Should we stop this before Oleg becomes his own stepfather?
To think I made this.
You win some, you lose some.